You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Powered by Ecstasy Media Productions. Let's get this rock a-rolling. Let's get this rock a-rolling. Let's get this rock. And now for your host, DJ Dog. Hey, I'm Doc, and I'm the host of Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. I actually do have quite a bit of news to cover with you this week. Earlier this week, I was placed third in the Elite Music Awards worldwide award event for Radio Station of the Year. So, guys, I just want to thank you all for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. It really does. That is one hell of an achievement, and didn't expect to get there. I didn't expect to play so high. So yeah, placed third in the worldwide award event. So thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's get the rock rolling here, guys. Later on in the show, I'll be joined by none other than the band Entundra, and we're going to talk about their new single, She, and I know you guys are fans of them, so I hope you guys enjoy the interview. I had a great time talking with them, but like I said, let's get the rock rolling here, guys. I've got Alias No One first with their song Into Nothing. I love this song, and I think you guys will too. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy. Underdogs are fast asleep in a world that And that was Discordia with Endgame. Before that, there was Darkness Suns with Phoenix. What I've got up next is our good friends Lucidity with their song During My Sleep. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy. Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by the band Entundra. So, guys, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Good. Yourself?
good, man.
Awesome.
I'm doing
Good.
great. I'm doing great, guys. Thank you so much for being here. So I want to give you a chance to introduce yourselves to the audience.
I'm Topher. I'm the lead singer.
I'm Sam. I'm the drummer.
I'm Trey. I'm the bass player.
I'm Luke. I'm rhythm guitar.
I'm Casey. I'm lead guitar.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Our audience just loves you. They just love the song "She" that you guys have recently released. So I want to ask you first. Give me a little bit of background about the band itself. Where did you guys start, and how did you guys start?
That's we started in 21, and it was just kind of a spin-off from other groups. It started off as a collective where there was music being recorded with just a couple dudes. There were some songs released, and then it kind of spiraled from there, and then that led us to the lineup we have today. With the release of a few songs, it's just a collective of kind of a collaborative group, and then it kind of turned into just a solid act. It's kind of turned it into its own entity from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody that's came along on the way that's here now has been quite embedded in the process so far. So it kind of started it in 21, like I said, as a collaborative collective, and then it kind of morphed into like this full on 5-piece ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never been better.
Very cool. Very cool. Where did you
Topher
guys?
seems to kind of have the gift to find people that fit together, you know?
Very cool. Very cool. So where did you guys get the name Entundra from?
Well, it kind of started off. The spelling was different with a former colleague, and he had an idea for a name, being that we're from a cold area of the country, and he was like, we live in a tundra, and then he's like, in tundra, that'd be a cool name, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's cool. So I was looking at it, and the longer I looked at it, the more I'm like, well, let's alter the spelling a little bit, and let's give it a bit of a, me being partially French Canadian, the word entendre is French for to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of gives the word the meaning of the band name a double entendre, especially with the word meaning to hear in French, and then being from a tundra of sorts. Well, that's not exactly a tundra, but we like to say it is because it's so cold here most of the time. It just seemed to fit. It was marketable with the new spelling. We gave it an urban dictionary meaning from the frozen land, hear us, and it made sense with a combination of the words together. So that's kind of where it came from, to kind of represent where we're from. And I think the name speaks for itself, especially when people like understand the full meaning. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Plus, it's badass.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is. So I'm want to make sure I'm pronouncing the name right. It is Entundra, right?
Entundra, yeah. That's just
Okay.
some people call us. Yeah.
Yeah, because
sometimes it gets mispronounced, but that's okay. It's to be expected.
Yeah, when I first announced you guys on the show, when I first played your music on the show, I made an oops in calling you Ed Tundra. I forgot the N was in there. Yeah, Ed Tundra.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool too, actually.
Yeah.
Tundra.
I forgot the N in there, but and then when I got to looking at it, I'm like, I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong now. Like, is it in tundra or on tundra, like the on tundra, like double on tundra? But yeah.
Yeah, no, you got it right. Absolutely.
Awesome. So you guys have a song out called She, and I've been playing the hell out of it over here at the show, and everyone seems to love it. I'm a big fan of the show, or the song. So I want to commend you on it. My thoughts on it is that it's very raw, very a raw, hard rocking song. So I want to ask you, what is the concept behind this song?
Well, lyrically, I wanted to tell a vague story about my struggle with addiction, and being a man who loves the ladies. I kind of gave it a spin where, like, it almost sounds like I'm talking about, a lady of the night.
Yeah.
the way that it's lyrically written, it sounds like I'm talking about a woman who kind of comes in and wreaks havoc. A siren or a witch of sorts, maybe a succubus. But in reality, I'm talking. The metaphor is I'm talking directly about my struggles with addiction and how it'll much like we fall in love with a woman and how they can wreak havoc on our lives. Just like a male can wreak havoc on a female's lives, but the drugs and alcohol abuse is particularly that's what the song is about, written indirectly, metaphorically, and so that's what that song is really about. It's really about like drugs and alcohol. If you've ever dabbled, you know that it can be a life. It can destroy your life, and it can ruin a lot of things. And that's kind of the whole. No matter where you go, she'll find you in a matter of time. Just like she'll ease your weary mind. Like when you're in the depths of a binge, it's just you feel like you're indestructible. You feel like everything's gone away, but deep down, it's still eating at you. So, and we know that these substances find their way all over the world. I mean, obviously alcohol is legal, but a lot of the other ones that aren't, they still manage to work their way into the little communities, over the hills and far away, everywhere. It finds its way into all of us. And I definitely had my run with it. So that's kind of a little ditty about my experience with it and kind of my metaphorical take on it. Musically, as far as the music goes to the song, we just wanted we really, really, really want to keep rock and roll alive. We really want to have modern elements, but we want to stay true to rock and roll to the core, with a touch of modern elements.
Yeah.
And with that song, Sam, our drummer, actually recorded all the lead guitar on that before Casey was with us. And Sam's also very well rounded on multiple instruments, so he did all the lead guitar work on that song. So we felt like it had kind of a southern grunge vibe, and so we wanted to kind of tell a story that was that sounded kind of fun. And instead of directly saying I'm going out and getting messed up, let's just tell a story about somebody, maybe a person. Maybe let's write it. In my mind, actually, when I was writing it, I wanted to tell it and make it seem like a person, So
yeah.
So that's what we were able to come up with, and it was a lot of fun writing it. That's actually our most favorite song to play live.
Absolutely.
To this day, yeah. Everybody loves to play that song live just because it's just so grungy and it's so raw. It's so raw. It's just so, I don't know.
There's no
It's
filter.
like a raw and rock.
That's
right.
It's that's true. And it's very emotional too. Do you guys plan on releasing a music video for this song?
We've had ideas about it, but we know that our track, "My Only Sin," our title track off our album, that song seems to be a major fan favorite. The remastered version, particularly, is getting thousands and thousands of streams. And so that song is, because we have to kind of put our money. We have to be really smart about where we put our money, because we're all on a budget. Half the band's family men, and so we got to be very wise about how we spend our money. So I have a lot of cool ideas for that song in particular. I actually had a storyline in mind, where we'd actually hire an actress, and she would kind of come through and court each one of us band members throughout the course of the video. And ultimately leading to all of our demise. We would all meet our demise in one form or the other through the course of meeting this particular female who was dressed in leather and black and latex and all that fun stuff, leather and lace, right? So that was my idea. I would love to shoot a music video for it, and maybe in time we will, if the song really, really, really catches. We'll give people a real good visual on that song. That was my concept for that track in particular. So. I don't know what else the guys have. Everybody's always got good ideas in the band, and we're pretty cohesive. So, but that was my take on it. But yeah, it'd be really fun to shoot a music video for that one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It lends itself to that. Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
So, who designed the cover art for this song?
Which the cover art for with the.
Yeah, it looks like she's got blades for hands or something.
Oh yeah. So that was John, he's the owner of Rock Rage, and he's the CEO of our label. He designed that for us.
Okay.
He slapped that together for us. Yeah. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, we got a real good team. There's so much. We have so many creative outlets between everyone we work with from our record label. They help us a lot with stuff. Otherwise, I have a guy, Messiah. He's a buddy of mine I met online over in Turkey that has done some of our album art, and he's really good at visuals and other things. I wish I could get him over here to do photography because he does a lot of virtual photography work for a lot of high-end designers.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we've got a really good collective team of people that we work with as far as artists, as well as internally. We have, everyone's really creative within the group. So
very cool. Very cool. So how does this song differ from your previous work?
Well, if I must say so, it brings that, like, it shows the diversity. Like, if you listen to our album, it's on our album, and our album is very, very roller coaster. You're going to get a mix of, you're going to start out at hard drive, and or hard rock, like a driving rock song like Dead Like Me, and you're going to go into, like, you're going to catch some punk vibes, some alternative rock, into some soft rock. I mean, it's so that song, out of all of our tracks, is our most grungy, raw, just gritty song, in my opinion, that we have to date. Every one of our songs is highly emotional. It's highly personal to me, but that song in particular is our most raw, I think, and that's how it differs. It's just so much different as far as a genre, as far as influence and style, and that's one thing that we're proud of, that we take pride in, is our diversity. And how well we write such different genres and kind of blend them together and make everything cohesive. But yeah, that one there in particular is it's just so raw, and it's just the grunge, and being a big Seattle grunge guy and Southern grunge guy, and I'm a big fan of the grunge era. It's nice to have something that kind of commemorates that era. So that's kind of how I feel about that track, and how it differs. It just shows our broad influence.
Very cool. Very cool. Is this your first album that you guys have put out? Or is
Yes.
Okay.
The album that we put out on Thanksgiving, we've released some singles off of it. And that's our very first album that we're doing. We're actually doing our second one already. We got a ton of material, so
very cool. Very
You're
cool.
gonna find a whole nother sound coming out of this. You're gonna hear a lot of the same. You're gonna hear us, but there's, between what Sam has, and we just finished a new track in the studio over the weekend that's going to be more of that mainstream vibe. But we got some stuff coming down the pipeline that's going to have a lot heavier Drowning Pool, Seven Dust vibe, and then variety of different influences. So
yeah,
what I love about recording with these guys is there's no idea is a bad idea. It's just a matter how it fits.
Yes.
And
that's true.
If it doesn't work for this thing, it might work for the next thing. You know.
Yeah.
There's no wasted creativity.
Yeah, you guys all sound like a very tight knit unit there, and you can definitely tell that in this song. What has been the reception been like of this song so far?
Well, the label says we've seen the numbers on secondary market, and it's been in the top 10 for the secondary chart from what we were shown. But it seems to be getting a really good reception, a positive reception. I think it's because it's so different from what's being put out.
Yeah.
And our audio quality is pretty. I mean, that's one thing we also take pride in, is our production and audio quality, which, if you listen to a lot of bands in our circuit, they kind of seem to have a lower tier audio quality or production, because you can just tell a lot of them probably do it themselves, and then they get good at it to an extent. And I probably sound like a dick saying this, and I hate to sound self-centered, but one thing we do is we put our money into hiring the people that know what they're doing with our music, and we trust them with it. And we have a really great producer that we work with, Eldergrave Media. That guy is a complete prodigy. Alex, he's our boy, and he does a lot of great work. And then everything that we've had mixed and mastered is through Jeremy Schaefer at All Poetic. He's the lead singer of Earth Groans, and he just does a wonderful job So we're very careful and selective about who we trust with our music because we want it to sound top tier. I mean, we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the writing process, into rehearsals. We want to make sure that what people are getting as a final product is going to be the best that we can do. We're not going to just record it in our basement and throw it out. We send it off and we have it, we dial it in,
Very cool.
So we're proud of that.
You should be. You definitely should be. Yeah, I can tell because I get sent a lot of music from your circuit every week, and it just seems like the levels are just all over the place, and so a lot of it I have to actually go in and actually kind of produce it myself, kind of like turn the levels up on one song and turn them down on the other one because it's way too loud, so your song is right where it needs to be, and you guys should be very proud of that. Let's go ahead and play the song, guys. So I am joined here today by Entundra, and this is their song She. So we'll catch you guys back here in a bit. I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
The heat rise from the blacktop. She walks for miles, she travels alone. Her hunger feeds her intuition, searching for lost souls to call her own. Yeah. Why are you always running away? Gonna catch you anyway. No matter where you go, she'll find you in a matter of time. Just like gold, yeah, she'll ease your weary mind. You can run, you can die, certainly you can't hide. She'll swallow your soul, no need to fight. Destruction is her game. She wears a dark, evil grin, seduction she must reign. Her love is lust, thirst for blood, her power remains. That's just the way she goes from the needle to the grave. Why are you always running away? Gonna catch you anyway. No matter where you go, she'll find you in a matter of time. Just like gold, yeah, she'll ease your weary mind. getting so addicted to the chase. So addicted to the pain, so addicted to the way you make me feel. So addicted to this game and the way you know you slay. So addicted to the way it feels. Looking back at me, I see that I never really got it right. I never stopped to think of you. I'm always wrapped up in things I cannot win. You are the antidote that gets me by. Something strong like a drug that gets me high. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold to you. I'm sorry about all the lies. Maybe in a different light you can see me stand on my own again. 'Cause now I can see you are the antidote that got me by. Something strong like a drug that got me high. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so Never really wanted you to see it's good outside of me that I keep locked inside of me so deep. It always seems to get to me. I never really wanted you to go. So many things you should have known. I guess for me there's just no hope. I never meant to be so. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so. Never meant to be so. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so. Never meant to be so.
And that was Escape the Paradigm with their cover of Cold by Crossfade. Before that, that was Scarlet View with The Chase. What I've got up next is our good friends AMOV, or A Moment of Violence, with their song My Endless Nightmare. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
One taste of guilty pleasure will bring you to your knees. Great when we come together, just like a ritual, a special desire. I wanna bring it, put it a little bit. I wanna
Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by Entundra. So, guys, what does music mean to you?
Sam, take it away.
Everything. How do you even put a term on that? I don't know. Music it changes your mood. It makes you happier. Sometimes it makes you angry, which is nice to let that release out too, but whatever you want to do with it. I'm not sure. It's always been there. It's always fun to play around with. It's always fun to hear new things. It's life. Music is life.
I agree with Sam. I heard a saying once, where music is the sound of emotions, and I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
For me, it's an outlet. I mean, not
It's
a very
therapy.
I've never been good with like Topher talked about earlier with struggles with addictions and shit like that. It's a great outlet to get away from shit like that. You can put your emotion into something else and get that release, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I was recently speaking with a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, Michael Bate from Michael Bate Band, and him and I, we collectively together have said that music is the universal language.
That's a good
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We kind of all agree. All of us are kind of in this together for the same reasons, and it brought us all together, really. What started out as a collective project turned into a full ensemble, and we're taking the world by storm, it seems like, and very slowly but surely we're a very steady. I mean, we're a force to be reckoned with, is how I feel about with our approach to it, because everyone in this group at this point in time we all kind of just want to do it for the sake of doing it with no other intention other than sharing the same love and passion for the craft.
Yeah.
And it's therapy for me, first and foremost for me. And it especially now that I've been 5 years sober, that's my only. Thank you. It's my only go-to, and this has turned into my kind of. It's an addiction as well. We're all addicted to the process. We're all addicted to the lifestyle. We're all addicted to just everything that comes with what we're doing. It's just we're in love with it. It's like the perfect marriage, right? We have this beautiful woman that is music in front of us, and we do anything to please her, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
there's been a handful of times where we sat down to write something, and you write a song, and all of a sudden you're listening to it, but it's like it came from somewhere else, if that makes sense. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but
we talk about that all the time. How shit this.
A week ago, I wrote a song on my acoustic guitar. That same night, I brought it to the band. We had it, and then the following week, our producer came out with a mobile studio and recorded us. It was just like within a week, we had one song.
We literally just walked into the practice pad and played it. It just happened,
It just wrote itself, and it's that one you're going to be seeing hit the airwaves within, probably before the end of the month, maybe at first week in August. We'll see, but and that's the beautiful thing about what we do is when we get together and we all just kind of hash it out. And like that one in particular, I brought it, and it's so emotional, and I think everybody just kind of was like, what the hell is this? And they're like, and we just played it, and then everybody just came in, and it was almost as if they'd been playing it their whole lives.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was like.
This is one of the most organic songs I've ever been a part of, for sure. It was already there before we did anything with it. I don't know how to make that make sense, but that's what it was.
It wrote itself.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I've had a few of my songs be that way as well. Ones that I've written, I've spoken about it before on air. One is called Tree of Secrets, and it was written overnight. I just opened my mouth, and just sung the melody, and then after that it was literally just written that night. And it took me a while to get it arranged on the acoustic guitar, figure out what chords I was actually singing, but once I figured it out and got it, it was just snapping. It's there. So I get that. It's kind of like a
beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. It's like a lightning bolt moment. So that's pretty cool, guys. So if you guys could write a definition of what music is in the dictionary, what would it be and why?
It'd be freedom. freedom's sake, I guess. I don't know. It's just what it is. It's freedom. it's
freedom of the expression of emotion behind
yeah.
great.
You can free your soul with music. You can free somebody else's soul with music. I mean, it's like you guys said.
The art of
I was just
freedom.
going to say transparency of the soul, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, it comes right back down to what you said. It's the universal language. It doesn't even need it doesn't need a definition. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I don't remember who said it or what I even saw it on. It was like TikTok or something, but like someone was talking about sounds and whatnot, like vibrations, how they work with your brain, how they release certain chemicals. Like there's something with music with that. I feel like they just hit the right chemicals and make the right emotions come out. Mm-hmm. Something about the sound and vibrations that go on with it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. Most definitely.
So music, to define music, we would say that it is the key to life. The one thing that, I mean, if there's any way that I could describe music is going to a concert, let's say like a massive festival, you have 10,000 people in the same arena, in the same room, and they're all there maybe for different reasons, but for the same reason. And like Dave Grohl talks about that on stage all the time. And he's like, you get up on stage and you got thousands of people in the same room. They might have coming from different walks of life. Mm-hmm. But to define music is to define life. It's to define unity, duality.
Yeah, there's nothing else that brings people together the same way.
Yes. No, there really isn't. You want to get people that are doctors and lawyers and gas station attendants to meet homeless people. I mean, they all, like, it doesn't matter what you do in life. There's always going to be that one, and music's always the thing that'll bring us all together as one cohesive, solid unit. When we're all in that room together, listening to that same song, it might speak to us differently. It might mean something a little bit different to us, but we're all there for that reason.
Also, it's been doing that for all of human history, as far as we know. Music's been doing that. So
music has been the greatest celebration of life. I mean, that's how every culture is celebrated or worshipped through music.
Yep.
From banging on drums and banging rocks together to crafting instruments and making even more beautiful noises.
It's the one gift that was universal, that was given to us, or however the hell you want to say that.
Music gives the frequencies we need to survive, and frequency is one of the keys to life, in my understanding, from a scientific standpoint. So when you have the right frequency, you can completely connect to your surroundings.
Oh yeah, even your DNA can tune to frequencies.
Absolutely.
It's wild shit.
Yeah, frequency can cure cancer, can cure disease. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. There's so much depth to what music is, and
Also, it's just fucking fun to yell some shit sometimes.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Amen to that.
Yes,
Amen
sir.
to that.
Hell yeah, dude.
You guys, that was probably the most in-depth answer to that question I think I've ever gotten on this show. So you guys have the title and the award for that.
Thank you. We love earning accolades.
Yeah, there's your accolade. Yeah, but I agree with everything you said, and very well said. So who are your musical influences? You spoke a little bit about them earlier. So who are your musical influences?
Casey, why don't you go first?
Oh, Buckethead. I mean, for me, it started. I started off as a Metallica fan. That's what got me into playing guitar. Playing lead guitar was Kirk Hammett. And then I got into Black Label Society and obviously the old stuff too. I love Ozzy, so I found Zakk Wylde, and then I found Buckethead. I guess that is the person that I don't try to emulate, but that is where I try to learn my techniques from, because he's such a virtuoso. He can play anything, I think if he was bigger in the scene than he is, I don't know why he's so tucked in a pocket, but a lot of people talk about John 5. John 5 can play anything from metal to chicken picking. That's how Bucket has too, and he does it in his own way, and he will always be my biggest influence. So that's mine.
Buckethead. Yeah. Good choice.
I think for me, go ahead, Trey.
All right. I don't know. Like, what really got me started into playing bass was that early 2000s rap and hip hop. Gonna be straight up and honest. It was that, and then I kind of got into Guitar Hero and whatnot, and I was like, well, let me try the real deal out. And I would say from there, same thing, Metallica, but my personal hero was Cliff Burton. So just from there, I was like, well, what else does music have to offer? Let's discover everything, be more versatile about it. So, I mean, I could go on and on, but that'd be, the biggest for me, those three subjects for sure.
What about you, Sam?
For me, good question. There's a bunch of them. My biggest one, biggest influence, I guess, was Breaking Benjamin musically. I love the way the drummer played. I love the way he sings. I love their guitar riffs. But I grew up, my first favorite band was like Linkin Park. I love his voice. Best singer in the world to me.
Yep.
I love the hip hop vibe to it. I love the weird guitar riffs he does too. I don't know. There's just so many aspects. Those are the two big ones for singers and guitar players. Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold is my favorite of all time.
Yep.
Drums, I love the Rev. I love Morgan Rose from Seven Dust. He's probably my favorite. Like I said, Breaking Benjamin, Chad Zilligo is one of my favorites too for a long time. They're just, I don't know, I could go on and on, but that's probably the biggest ones for me.
Very cool. Very cool. What about you, Luke?
I think for me, I grew up, my mom spinning records in our living room, anything from like Boxcar Willie to like Creedence Clearwater to, Charlie Pride, old country stuff. And then, when I was 8 years old, I bought an album in a thrift store. It was Yngwie Malmsteen's Trilogy Suite. And it was lights out for me after that. I wanted to know everything about rock and guitar. And so Yngwie Malmsteen was a, I mean, I don't play anything like Yngwie Malmsteen, but that is what got me kind of into it. And, through my teen years, Metallica, AC/DC, the Pantera, stuff like that. And more recently, it's just been the weird stuff. I try to find off the wall weird stuff that I've never heard before. And when I find something really cool, I like to share it with the guys, So.
Well, it sounds like you and I have to have a conversation after the show. I've got some off the wall. Yeah, I'm into a lot of off the wall kind of stuff, and I'll have to share that with you. So what about you, Topher?
Kind of like Luke, my mom she was spinning Creedence Clearwater, man. That's one of my biggest influences growing up when I was a kid. CCR, man, my mom I just listened to Fleetwood Mac, CCR, Tom Petty, all of that stuff back in the day, all the good old country, the early 80s, 90s country. That was my upbringing. But when I discovered in middle school, I really kind of was into Guns N' Roses, and I had every one of their CDs, including GNR Lies and the Spaghetti Incident, which is the album they did that not many people talk about because it was kind of a flop. It was just a collective of cover songs from a variety of decades. But Slash was kind of what led me into wanting to play guitar, just because I just loved his tone. I loved his ability to just the way he soloed just spoke to my soul. But I've never been able to play the way he can play. I always got forced into lead singer, rhythm, or bass roles, so I was never able to hone my abilities as a lead guitar player because I was always forced into the frontman gig. But yeah, that's and my influence is so broad. Growing up, that's what I was into, and I discovered Marilyn Manson as a young kid, and I was into a lot of that, and Ozzy Osbourne, and then I got really heavily into I started singing because of guys like Scott Weiland and Lane Staley in particular. Lane Staley is unmatched to me as a singer.
Hell yeah.
And along with Chris Cornell, I'm very heavily influenced by them. But as I get older, those influences still remain. But the older I get, the more I'm into the Rat Pack. So you can catch me listening to Sammy Davis and Dean Martin. I'm heavily influenced by their vocal stylings and Frank Sinatra, as well as Bill Withers. Lately, I've been jamming a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire on my playlist. The funk, it's just I'm into everything, man. Parkway Drive. I mean, I've been jamming Tommy Lee lately, and so I have such a broad spectrum of music when it comes to influences that I'm into virtually everything.
Yeah,
there's days where you'll catch me jamming Cody Jinks and Jelly Roll's old rap stuff to Ritz, to Tech Nine. Then I'm listening to Parkway Drive and Lamb of God the next day, and you might catch me listening to Blackstone Cherry on another day, and all those bands. I'm in Seven Dust. I just love it all. There isn't anything. I mean, Alanis Morissette was an influence for a time being, and Savage Garden even. I found influences between all of those bands and groups. So it's like
we're just really glad you got past your Village People phase.
That's true. I did get through that phase. Slightly unscathed, though. Only a little unscathed. Yeah, I still wear my headdress in the shower.
Oh, there we go.
Well, you have to.
Yeah. No pictures, please. I don't want to see that.
No, you bet. Of course.
Two bands that I'm surprised you guys didn't mention, because I hear, I don't know if you guys were influenced, but I hear in your newest song, I hear Egypt Central in there, and I hear 10 Years in there as well.
Yeah.
10 years. We actually, that's one band we get a lot of through the collection of music we have. A lot of people say 10 years. They said that we have a lot of 10 years vibes, which I love that band as well. So that's funny you brought that up. They'd be on the lower end of the spectrum for me for influences because they're a smaller group.
Yeah.
But they've got a song, Rotten Inside, that I jam a lot to.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite 10 Years songs.
Yeah, I love
no, wait, I'm thinking of Earshot, I think.
Yeah, they've got several of them. Wasteland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wasteland doesn't know.
Sorry.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Earshot was Rotten Inside, I believe.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I dropped the ball on that one. That was Earshot. But no, 10 Years, yeah, Wasteland's a great song.
Yeah.
Earshot, same thing.
Yeah.
They do sound a lot alike. 10 Years and but yeah, Through the Iris, great song.
Yeah. Very cool.
What
are you gonna
that
say?
band as well. Yeah, that band as well. I feel that we have a lot in relation to them. So
very cool. Yep. I hear it in your music. I just wanted to point that out, but yeah. I'm not surprised to know that you guys are fans of them. So, and by the way, 10 Years is right here from Tennessee where we're at too. So they're from Knoxville, I think. Yeah, that's where they blew up, was on the Knoxville underground scene. But anyway, yeah, just a little bit of trivia. So what do you guys listen to personally while you're writing and recording your own music?
Somebody else want to take the reins on this one to start off?
Nothing.
I'll be here all night.
Nothing and everything.
Nothing.
I go through phases where I will turn everything off, and I end up driving around a lot for work, and typically I got something blasting in the background or whatever. But I go through times where I just don't play anything, and it kind of grounds me. I think it kind of opens me up back to like creativity. So I might have an influence, but it's more of an overall rather than what I've been listening to lately, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm weird in that aspect, I guess. I especially like before we recorded here or whatever, but I do it all the time. If you get in ruts as a guitar player, you get repetitive. So I actually find off the wall backing tracks that are in different keys and different scales and stuff like that. I guess I don't go to earshot music like genre wise or whatever, but like I'll try to challenge myself to learn something new or try something new. And I don't know, there's something to it. Like before we recorded this last song we did here this weekend that we're working on, I listened to a bunch of BB King, and I was playing BB King blues before I went in and recorded, and the first note out of the guitar in my solo was a very bluesy BB King style note. So I mean, I don't know. I think just switch it up, I guess.
That fits because you look like BB King.
Yeah, I know. I look just like him.
What about you, Trey?
I would say I'm about on the same boat as Luke. Like, you get the spells where you play random stuff or whatever. And I don't know. I personally still like my country as well. I know I was influenced by like 2000s rap and hip hop, but more nowadays it's more country. So I'll either do that or same thing. I don't want to listen to anything right now. I need to ground myself, get back to square zero, and things like that. So
Yeah, very cool, very cool. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, I don't know. Writing it can be a struggle, and sometimes it can just come naturally because I'll wake up in the middle of the night some nights and I'll have a melody in my head. I'll have to try and remember it. That's pretty cool. I should write that down or whatever. And I'll go outside and record it or whistle it, my phone or something. But sometimes, I don't know, you can try and force it all you want, but at the same time, like, you just got to let it happen naturally. But
yeah,
when I really want to write something, I want to think of what could be fun, what people could listen to. And a lot of times I find myself going with like an Egyptian, Middle Eastern type of vibe, whatever scale that is. I don't know what you call it, but I always find myself doing that weird scale, minor notes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Whenever
I remember.
I
remember when I met you. We were listening to Raw. Like,
yeah,
you remember this? Yeah.
Like, that stuff is just cool. It just clicks for me. I know it doesn't for everyone, but for me, it's just fun for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know.
Tucker?
It's hit and miss.
When I'm writing, I'm usually usually very seldom am I ever directly influenced by anyone. So this particular new track we did, just because it's the most recent, I've been going through some personal things, and when I write, I usually rely on my personal experience, my heartache, and what my soul feels in that moment for inspiration. And then when I finish the track, I look to my bandmates, my peers for inspiration, and I become inspired by them and their thoughts and feelings on the track that I just provided. So every bit of inspiration for me in the writing process from start to finish in the studio, whether it's in the jam room rehearsing it, I look to my peers for that inspiration. I don't find it in any other outside source other than within the guys I'm working with. I look to Casey and Trey and Sam and Luke for that inspiration to make the song the best that it can be when I open the door to that. And because it directly came from my soul, my core, my emotions, and that's what inspired the song. So I never, like I said, I very rarely find direct influence from outside musical sources. It's usually just influence directly from personal experience. And then I start picking around on the guitar. And then whatever work I do on the guitar, it could be influenced by the last thing I was listening to, or and I had an idea, or just simply a chord progression that I prefer. And it seems like we go through spurts where we write in like A minor, F, and G. But with our down tuning, that would be like, what would the tuning be on that? It would actually be the key of G, G and F, and so and so on and so forth, and A, whatever. But so yeah, I mean, it's my inspiration comes from the feelings I'm feeling and my bandmates. Absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool. Mm-hmm. So what is your favorite lyric line that you've ever written?
Unreleased or released?
Either or both.
Falling away from a life so beautiful, losing my mind one memory at a time, drowning in a lie so damn pitiful, living to die is such a waste of life. That's probably one of my favorite lines that I've ever written.
And it comes from what song?
A song we haven't released that's done, called Memory. It's kind of got 6 a.m. vibes, maybe a little bit. And falling away from a life so beautiful, losing my mind one memory at a time. Yeah, drowning in a lie. So yeah, I mean that's probably one of my favorite lines that I've never got to share with the world, just because it speaks so heavily to my soul.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I love it, and I'm looking forward to hearing that song. So you guys have mentioned that you've played live before. So I want to ask you, who would you like to play a show with?
Sam's been chomping at the bit to jam with Breaking Benjamin.
Oh my ass!
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Yeah,
I can die.
Yeah.
What about?
That's probably that would be probably a pretty universal one for all of us. I think we'd all dig that.
Yeah, we'd all have fun. Personally, I think playing with the Foo Fighters would be fun, just because they're such a fun band. They don't play to tracks. They're honest. Mm-hmm. They're the hardest working rock band that I can think of.
Yeah,
those guys are constantly grinding.
On Dave Grohl too. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. Yeah, he's kind of like the Keanu Reeves of like rock metal or rock and metal.
Dude, he is.
Yeah.
So so much so.
so down to earth and so giving and just so genuine. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a pretty universal answer between all of you, I think. So what song would you say would be the most difficult for you guys to play live?
Oh shit! Probably Falling Down.
Falling Down.
Yeah.
Yep, Falling Down.
Yep.
Are we all in agreement here?
I think so. I think so. There's so many elements in that song. It's a faster kind of punk sounding song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of keynotes that are very particular to the song.
The guitar riffs work off of each other.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a lot more. If you listen to the actual album or whatever, there's a lot more going on that you perceive right away. There's riffs under riffs, and we try to copy that live. When we're playing live, so it's a complicated song. Still, I love playing it though. It's one of my favorite songs to play, but it's difficult for sure.
It's a real bitch if you can't hear yourself.
Yeah.
Play louder.
Yeah. That song it's very fun, and I'm a big Rise Against fan, like a massive. I didn't mention them, but I'm a huge Rise Against fan, and that song was heavily inspired by Rise Against.
I'd say that one's probably pretty universal throughout the band too. I've always loved Rise Against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a great band. They are a very great band. Very
they got
another band I'd love to play with.
Yeah.
They got this war tribe vibe, if I was in combat somewhere, that's what I'd have playing in my ears, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're very
It sounds a lot like the Offspring a little bit too.
Yeah.
Offspring and Rise Against.
Yeah.
There's the two right there.
There you go. Yeah. They're very they're a very passionate band, Rise Against, and they're very passionate. They're very passionate, especially about what they're speaking about, and very environmentally focused. Times they can be kind of political, but but anyway, they're a great band. Yeah.
Same with Gojira. I've been a big fan of Gojira for a while now, and I actually have one of my main guitars is Signature Telly, and they also have a lot of those elements, and their guitar tones are just sick.
Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. So what would you guys say is the most important thing to you when you're playing live?
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy. Yeah.
Energy. The energy that we're conveying.
100%.
Yeah.
And a good sound guy helps.
We want people to know that we mean business, but we're also fun too, because I know our songs are relatively serious. So it's nice to have good energy to the songs when we're playing live, as well as a bit of humor, because to take the edge off, from the tracks. So it's nice. It's good to have a good balance, because sharing the music that we do is very personal, and it makes us very vulnerable. So it's important that when we play live that we have fun, and we share these stories with people in the best way we can, and just kick and just rock and melt their faces with the live experience.
Yeah.
I'd add to that, have fun too, because as long as we're having fun, I think everybody feeds off that too.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. And very good answer. Well, I do have to introduce the next song, guys, and I hate to cut the conversation off. We're having a great conversation, but I do have to introduce the next song. The next song is Silent Theory with Afterthought. I'm here with Entundra today. We'll cut you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
In your head that you can't keep out. I'm the eyes that you find in a faceless crowd. Like a flame in the wind that you can't slow down. or will you turn and run? After all is said and done, will you reach for me or will you turn and run? Life, I won't let it pass me by. I won't let you close your eyes on me. Won't let you sleep on me. Now I'm the first thing to cross your mind, the last thing you left to die and rot. Won't be your afterthought, your afterthought, your afterthought. I'm guilty as charged. I am not the norm. I don't conform. I won't put all my faith in nothing. Who are you to say that I should change? Save your words, 'cause I'm not listening. With the world against me, can't find my place. I feel so filthy from my mistakes. If it's a crime for being mean, then lock me up and throw away the key. I'm guilty as charged. Don't tell me what to think. I'll do what's best for me. So shut your mouth, 'cause your words are empty. We are not the same. I won't play these games. So just leave me alone. With the world against me, can't find my place. I feel so filthy from my mistakes. If it's a crime for being mean, then lock me up and throw away the key. I'm guilty as charged, and without you, I'll find my way on my own. I'll be okay. The world against me, can't find my place. I feel so filthy from my mistakes. If it's a crime for being mean, then lock me up and throw away the key. I'm guilty as charged. Find my place. I'm guilty as charged. Find my place. If it's a crime for being mean, then lock me up and throw away the key. I'm
was Cold Words with Bad News. Before that, that was Dark Remedy with Guilty as Charged. What I've got up next is our good friends Drown Again with Seeing Clear. I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy. Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by Entundra. So, guys, can you give us your in-depth, step-by-step method on roasting a marshmallow?
No.
Well, first,
Well, I mean, you can't keep it too close and super burn it, but you know, you want that nice gooey texture.
we're getting ahead of ourselves, Trey. First, you got to go to the grocery store. And you got to pick out the right. You got to get one of the marshmallows that's like the size of a baseball.
Okay.
The jumbos.
It's got to be in depth. It's got to be in depth.
And then
Keep that in mind.
and then you throw it in the trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight up light it on fire and let it burn.
Well, first, yes, you go to the store, you buy the perfect size marshmallow, and then you go to the forest and you cut down the coolest looking tree you can find because fuck that tree. And then you build a cool little campfire. You eat some mushrooms. You dance with the fucking trolls and the pixies. And then you take the coolest stick you can find and you whittle and fashioned the most Gandalf looking staff with the most jagged edge, and you stab that fucking marshmallow.
And then you forget about the marshmallow.
And then you forget about the marshmallow because you just ate mushrooms, and now you're dancing with a wildebeest and
And you spend the next
Sasquatch.
45 minutes having a conversation with a marshmallow.
Screaming at someone's door saying, "Maylock."
And then you turn that marshmallow. Oh, I don't even know where to go from here. All I'm
And you
thinking
go
about is a
black.
psychedelic marshmallow now. And I don't know
I'm
whether
even
to be
worse,
excited or I just don't even know what to say right now.
No, don't worry about it. You guys didn't have to answer that, but I'm very, very glad that you did. That was a great laugh. But no, my real question is, what is the best advice that you guys have ever received musically?
I
Never
would
give
say
up.
for me, it was way back when I first started. And there's a bass player that I met, and he did his own recording and stuff like that. Actually went to college for studying jazz bass, and he said the best thing that I could have done at that point, which I did do, he said, listen to James Brown, but not him. Listen to his rhythm section, and you will understand timing and anything if you understand that. So that I would say that's the best advice that I've gotten. That, and be comfortable. You don't have to be all up in your nerves too.
What about you, Luke?
Practice. Find something that you like and beat the living hell out of it until you figure it out. And right up, I mean, even as I joined this band, I was an album behind when I joined, and just beat the hell out of it till you got it.
There you go. There you go. What about you, Casey?
I'd have to say, for me as a guitar player, it's I had a friend tell me stop learning how to play the guitar and just play the guitar. If that's how you find your sound too. You quit trying to do what other people are doing and just have fun. Who gives a shit what anybody thinks? Just have fun doing what you like to do on the guitar. I'd say that was the best advice I ever got. Because brought me to where I'm at.
Very good. Very good advice. Very sound advice. What about you, Topher?
Well, the one thing that I've gotten the most frequently is people just, because I have doubts sometimes, and there's times where I'm not sure I want to do it anymore, and people just say, "Don't stop, don't stop. You got to keep going." And that's what I get a lot of from a lot of people. I get a lot of support from people if I ever say, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." Like, "No, you got to keep doing it, man. What you're doing is really cool, and you got to keep going. You got to keep going. If you give up now, then it's all for nothing." And invest in yourself is the best advice I can give, and invest in your sound, but never give up. That's the one thing people always tell me, don't stop.
Yeah.
Just keep going, keep
Yep.
writing. It doesn't matter, write 1,000 songs, write 1,000,000, just keep going. And do it for yourself. That's what everyone always says. Don't do it for anyone other than yourself.
Yeah.
And don't forget that. Don't write songs because someone tells you to write a song. Write a song because you feel like you need to write a song.
Yeah.
Because you want to write a song, and let it happen.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
So very sound advice. And I can relate to you on that because my mom, and I don't think she listens to the show anymore, but she tried to make this into a comedy show. I'm like, it's not a comedy show, and it never will be. So, it is what it is. It's a rock and metal show. So I can relate to you on that. What about you, Sam?
I got a couple parts, I guess. One is never stop learning different genres. Listen to it all. That's huge because you can put them together, whatever. Two, so I work for a construction company, and they're really proud of us for what our music stuff is doing.
Yeah.
And they were just asking me about it too, and it's pretty cool. You're getting these opportunities, right? It's like, yeah, well, it's cool, but I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. But then after that, she said, well, really, no one gets the opportunity in the first place, so you're pretty lucky. That's a good way to put it. This is nice we just get the opportunity. So that's
Right.
awesome.
Seize the fucking day.
Damn right.
Seize the day. Or
And the third one I got is I don't know if I was given the advice for it, but it's just something that came around. But haters are gonna hate. That's one thing that fears me, is just people are just gonna hate no matter what you do. Like if you get big, you know, like people hate on Nickelback, for instance, and I just watched their documentary too, and I love that documentary and I love what they do. I always love Nickelback, but haters are gonna hate, and you just got to deal with it. It's gonna happen, but don't let it bug you. Don't let it bring you down. Just keep pushing.
I can relate to you on that. Usually, the show, and this is not an invitation to the audience out there to do this, because it caused me a lot of heartache. But yeah, usually we get like 100% likes, you know, and no dislikes. Then one show we got a dislike, and that put me out of commission for a few days. You know, just like, what did I do wrong? You know, like what happened? You know, and then my manager had to pull me aside and be like, "Hey, look, it's gonna happen. You're on YouTube. It's gonna happen. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's got the best advice there. Don't read the comments, man.
Yeah,
We've had previous members comment nasty shit from fake accounts. We've had people say that our lyrics don't make sense. I mean, we've had people bash one of our live performances because we had some technical difficulties, and there may have been, you know, I mean, that's the thing about live music. Problems are going to happen. I went and saw POD live one time, and they don't play the tracks, and they made it very clear their bass rig kept cutting out, and they kept having problems live. They still put on an amazing show, but the bass player would be playing, and in the middle of the show, it would just cut out and stop, like, as he was having issues with his rig, and it just, those things happen. And you know, you don't pay attention to the hate and just focus on the love you receive, because 9 out of 10, if you're doing good things, you're going to receive more love than hate anyway. And a lot of times those haters are people that just don't like you because you had a bad run-in with them once. They're jealous because you're doing cooler things than they are, or they were former colleagues or bandmates and they're doing it just to troll, or they're just assholes who just don't understand what you're doing. Yeah. And they can't seem to figure it out, and they just want to hate because they don't understand it. Just like we had one guy, and you know, he was like, "Oh, that these lyrics to this song don't make sense." So I'm like, "Well, they do make sense to me, and they do make sense to the people that understand it, because that's one of our most popular songs. So it makes sense to them people." And then I listen to his music, and I'm like, "Well, this is like just a cheap knockoff of like." And I love ZZ Top, but his band was like, it's like they're trying to be some other band, and like there obviously wasn't any authenticity to me in that group and what he was doing. So I'm like, "Well, you want to talk shit, but your music doesn't make sense to me." And it's so easy to take it personally and shut down, but at the end of the day, we have to realize that we do this because we love to do it, and we're going to piss people off in the process. People aren't going to like it, but who gives a shit? We're going to find our tribe, and we are. Mm-hmm. And once we do, we're going to be embraced in nothing but love, and the hate's going to be few and far between, unless they want to universally hate us like Nickelback got hate, but everybody knows the words to their song, so it's fake hate. People jump on bandwagons for the sake of being part of the cool kid club. Yeah. So what you do is, if you get a dislike, so whatever, fuck that person. Who gives a shit what they say? Excuse my French. And who cares what they think and how they feel about what you're doing? Because
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. And what you got to say is, well, my band landed a record deal. My band's getting radio play all over the world. You're a radio host. You have your own radio show. Like, that's what we have to tell ourselves. If they don't like it, heck with them. I'm the one with the microphone, so they're going to have to listen to every damn word I have to say, just like the wedding singer. Well, I have the mic and you don't, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say.
There you go. There you go.
And those people have the power to click pause, click stop, you know, turn the app off. They don't have to listen to us. They don't have to watch us. They choose to be assholes because they're miserable. You know, we don't, you know, like the old saying goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, because all you're doing is making yourself more miserable by projecting that negativity on other people.
Misery loves company too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it does.
I was told something once. It said, they said, well, if anybody doesn't like your show, then just ask them. So you listen to it. Yeah, I listen to it. Thank you. You know,
right? Exactly. And here's the thing too: bad publicity is still publicity.
That's good. Yeah.
So,
There's no bad publicity. So yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, people will talk shit about you, and then those people they're talking shit to will look you up and be like, you know what? I didn't see a problem with this. Then you just got a new fan. Thanks,
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking bad about me. You just led one of your buddies to my show or to my music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, people argue too. Like if someone says they hate you, then someone wants to argue back. Well, I didn't see any problem with that. They sounded good to me.
Yeah.
Right.
The rule of thumb too is never let them see you sweat.
They can't see me sweat because it's all audio.
That's right. Never let them see you sweat. That drives them crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how would you guys describe your music to someone who's never heard it before?
Emotional.
I would say that too. Yes.
A roller coaster, for sure.
Roller coaster, emotional, very diverse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can't
We're
put
very
a pin on it.
diverse. From Waves to Dead Like Me. I mean, we're just a band making music because we want to make music. We don't focus on being one thing and just writing, 210 beat per minute songs, just blast beats in every song. We're very focused on the song itself, and the song is going to be its own thing regardless. We don't care about. We're going to be a metalcore band. We might have metalcore elements in some of our tracks. We might have alternative soft rock and jazz elements in some of our tracks. But if of our music, it's right. There's a song. We have a song for everyone.
Yeah, you can't put us in a
There you go,
box.
Sam.
You just can't.
No.
I've described us a few times as modern hard rock with the world's okayest rhythm guitar player.
Yeah.
we're like everybody misses the 80s and 90s, and what I can say is bring back Old Country Buffet, because that's what we are of music. We're the Old Country Buffet. Come in and get a slice of ham. Maybe you want a slice of roast beef. Maybe you don't want any of that and you just want to go right for the mashed potatoes and the wings.
So you guys are like the Golden Corral of the rock world.
Old Country Buffet, dog.
Old Country Buffet. Okay.
That's the one I grew up with. Golden Corral was after my generation.
Yeah, they're not very good anyway.
No, they're terrible. That's why they didn't.
The old ones were like the old Ponderosas and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame they went out
You
of
guys got
business.
Cracker Barrel down there, though. That's what we got.
Yeah, we do have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little
Waffle
jealous of
House.
that.
Yeah, that's not a buffet though.
No, I know,
No.
but it's good.
It is good.
But it's still good though.
They're good. Yeah,
Dude,
they're
we
still
live
very
in
good.
the part of the country where we see commercials for restaurants for years before we ever get to see one.
Oh,
That's
before
true.
we ever get to try it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Yeah.
And then one day the local news station's like, guess what, guys? Chick-fil-A and Sonic just moved to town. And then
Dude.
everybody freaks out and the place is packed for 6 months. And then,
yeah. Well, Cracker Barrel, they have that really cool gift shop attached to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
they
And they got
the
chicken and
the old
dumplings,
country
homie.
store.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they
Nice.
do. Yeah. I've got
Chicken
one
and
right here in
dumplings.
town. Yeah. They're pretty good. I like
Well,
them.
you guys, we don't have Shoney's up here. I used to go down south quite a bit, and I always hit up the Shoney's. I think that's how you say it. I might be saying that wrong.
No,
I don't know.
you're saying it right. Yeah. The unfortunate part about what you just said is that the Shoney's here in Cookeville, which is where Ecstasy Radio is located, is the Shoney's out of business. They went out of business. They had terrible reviews. Yeah, they have a sign up saying under renovation, but they've been under renovation for like 3 or 4 years now. Maybe more than that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we have a Shoney's here in town, but we don't at the same time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you know where Lawrenceburg is? That's right. Shout out to the Lawrenceburg, Tennessee Shoney's. I used to go there and eat all the time.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, and if we have any listeners out there, there's your shout out. So, all right, guys. So, what are your plans for the rest of 2024? Do you guys have any touring that you're going to be doing? Any live shows, music videos? I know that you guys are working on new music.
A little bit of everything.
There you go.
Got new music coming out. We're going to be doing music videos. We're playing in Sturgis at Kickstands at the rally on August 10th.
Kick ass.
And then a few weeks later, we're going on tour with our label mates Fate Define Dog, starting on September 4th in Fargo. We're going to be touring all the way to Oscoda. We're going to be playing with Josie Scott on the 7th. We're going to be opening for him at Oscoda, Rockfest in Oscoda, Michigan.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play a couple shows coming home, I think. So we're going to be out on the road for about a week doing some touring. And yeah, then who knows? From there, we'll probably just hit the studio again and keep cranking out the jams, man.
Very cool. Very cool. And
Hell yeah.
when you guys see Josie Scott next, give him hell for me for not coming on the show.
We will. Yeah. I'll message him right now. No, we're friends on Facebook. He's a good dude. He actually gave us some good pointers on one of our tracks I sent him just for a critique, and he was real sweet about it. So
yeah, he's a sweet dude.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to pipe in here? Casey, Trey, Luke. Sam?
Well, I just want to thank you for having us on. For one, I mean, this has been a ride for all of us, so we're all very fortunate.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time. We appreciate getting to do these, and you know, all the people that are supporting us and where our band's headed. I'd like to throw that out there. I'm very grateful and want to say thank you to everybody.
Absolutely.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Like I said before, I mean, it's the most mind blowing and flattering thing to hear someone say that they're a huge fan of our work and what we're doing, and that's still surreal to me. You know.
Yep. I'm personally, and so are a lot of the fans of the show. We are huge fans of your music, so it's kind of like I was telling you in the pre-interview. I have to like kind of pinch myself sometimes to make sure I'm not dreaming that I'm literally sitting down with all five of you. Yeah, and like
absolutely.
Thank you.
But, you guys are awesome.
Likewise.
You guys are awesome. So that was actually going to be my next question. Was is there anything that you guys would like to tell your fans that might be listening out there?
We love you so much.
We do.
Kisses.
Yeah, give him a kiss.
I got something, man. I got something. Always remember that the sun will rise tomorrow.
How about this, Luke? They built bridges to keep water under them, homie.
That's right.
I have something completely nerdy about the sun to say, Luke. For the next 2.3 billion years, the sun will always rise tomorrow. Yes, until it turns into a red giant and decimates us. But yes, for the next and that's forever away.
Yeah.
None of us will be alive when that happens. So yeah.
No.
But
I love it.
I don't know. They say the first
Sam,
they say the
might
first
be.
200-year-old person is probably alive right now.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I definitely want to say thank you. That's this is a once in a lifetime, opportunity to get to do what we're doing, and we're here doing it. So it's nothing but thank yous for me. Thank you. So.
Absolutely. Positive vibes. Love and all the love to all the fans and everyone and our team, that everyone behind the scenes, all the love, everyone that's gonna hear us and that's never heard us before, all the love to you, all the love to Ecstasy Radio and to Curtain Call Records, John, Gigi, Brian, to our former publicist Dave Spar.
Yeah.
All the love, man. All the love to Dave, our photographer, and Alex, our producer, and Jeremy Schaefer and everybody, and Devin Jason from the Failsafe and his work with us, and just everybody, man. All the love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I can speak for everybody here at Ecstasy Radio. That's right back at you, man. Much love to all of you guys. Much love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looked like Sam wanted
you.
to say something. Hey, you're welcome. I'll let Sam speak for a second.
Oh, I think you said it all now. That times two.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want to congratulate you on your new song, She. It is an incredible song. I've told you time and time again throughout this interview that I'm a huge fan of it. Our fans, our listeners are also very, they also have responded to it very well. They love it as well. And I want to ask you guys, where else can they check it out other than here on Ecstasy Radio?
You can check us out on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube,
Deezer, Amazon, everywhere. We are all over, man.
All streaming platforms, basically. So
just Google us and you'll find us everywhere. I mean, you just Google
Entundra, my only sin.
Entundra, and you'll find all kinds of different interviews and write-ups, and it'll bring you right to our music and our socials, and yeah, just Google us. I mean, or just check us out. We're all over, man. We're coming for you, and we're coming to a station near you, and yeah, we're here. We're for the people. We're here for you.
Yep.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to you. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on this show. You guys are welcome back anytime. Anytime you guys drop any new music or you drop a new music video or anything that you guys want to share, you know how to get in touch with the show. And you guys are welcome back anytime. I had a great time having you here.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Yep, we enjoyed it as well.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, again, congratulations on the album as well. I know we've been talking about your single "She" off of that album, but yeah, I want to congratulate you on that as well. And guys, thank you again so much for being on the show.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a good one. And that was the band Entundra, my very good friends. Guys, you're always welcome back on the show. Always, always, always. And I most definitely hope you do come back. Let's keep the rock rolling here, guys. I've got Door 13 next with their song Now. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
It's time to rise up though the feeling is lonely. It's time to put on
And that was Numenta with their song Singularity. Before that, that was Paralandra with Despicable. What I've got up next is my very good friend Francesca Tarantino with their song Tragedy. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy.
Today's the same old day. Never thought it'd end this way. Can't find the words to say. Now the spawn's been ripped away. Night falls, thought you'd stay. So confused and not okay. All I want is to see your face. See your face. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. Feels like I wanna scream in this tragedy. No, it's not a dream. I have no more dreams. Think I'm gonna scream. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. Now I close my eyes. The dark is no surprise. I'll sleep with my regret. The voices in my head. Too many things to say. I'm not yours anyway. Tonight my tears are taste as they roll down my face. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. Feels like I wanna scream in this tragedy. No, it's not a dream. I have no more dreams. Think I'm gonna scream. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. Feels like I wanna scream in this tragedy. No, it's not a dream. I have no more dreams. Think I'm gonna scream. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me. You're like I wanna scream. This tragedy, no, it's not a dream. I have no more dreams. Think I'm gonna scream. It's a tragedy, this misery. You're not here with me.
Hi, it's Janne from Alase Band. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show.
Without hesitation, no bad feelings, no frustration. I say no to a million chases if it keeps my heart while they were heading on to nowhere. Gone tonight, lost in the world, unholy, falling all angel alone. Frozen rain above her eyes, her tears have turned snow white. She's somewhere frozen still alone in the dark winter. She's gone tonight, lost in the world, unholy, little angel fallen from grace. Frozen rain above her eyes, her tears have turned snow white. She's lost tonight, far from heaven, far from her home. An angel left in the cold, raging storm inside her mind, and the dark winter's night.
And that was Avalanche with She in the Dark Winter featuring Michael Sallow on the vocals. Before that, that was Autumn's Grief with Dead Among the Living. What I've got up next is Without Warning with their song New Order. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
Surrounded and confounded.
I'm Darren Shan, and you're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show.
Smart enough to let it go, but I don't care 'cause I don't know how it feels on the inside. To the end, to this lover's dream, all is dead, silent screams and you see it on the outside. In the bottle, piece of my mind going down, but I'm not the kind trying to get control. Who gives a damn? I am, no, I can't hide. Laughing, crying, suicide. Don't wanna face it on my own. No, no, not today. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Rowboat sunrise on the lake, I could swear I felt it shake. I could use a little shaking right now. Say I'm a fool, you can kiss my past. I'm living now and I'm living fast. I am the legend in my mind. I am whatever man. Do what I do what I can. An easy little problem to have. I am, no, I can't hide. Laughing, crying, suicide. Don't wanna face it on my own. No, no, not today. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all the way. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all the way. Kicking them all the way. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all that fill the air. Is there no hope of ever getting away? Of ever getting away? Of ever getting away? I can't sleep because they're wanting me. I can't think. They keep on calling me. In all my agony, I'm seeing demons. Seeing demons. These demons. Midnight prayers are all that's left for me in my fear. These late night scares, they take a hold of me and be Is there no hope of ever getting away? Of ever getting away? I'm never getting away. I can't sleep because they're calling me. I can't think. They keep on calling me. In all my agony, I'm seeing demons. Seeing demons. These demons. In the night, within my mind, is where I find these demons alive. I can't sleep because they're calling me. I can't think. They keep on calling me. In all my agony, I'm seeing demons. Seeing demons. I'm seeing demons. Seeing demons. These demons.
And that was Voodoo Mirage with Demons. Before that, that was my very, very good friend Tim Steinruck with his band The Mighty One with Kickin' Stones. What I've got up next is also my very good friend Michael Bate with his newest single, Dance With Your Shadow. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy.
I walk in silence. I walk in silence. I walk in silence on the sacred sand. Sapphire sea is holding my hand. The water flashes in electric blue, reflecting everything I already knew. Oh, let go of what you know. Won't you just let go and dance with the shadow by a small firelight? Dance with the shadow till the moon gets bright. Dance with the shadow and beat on a drum. Dance with the shadow till the sunrise comes. Until the sunrise comes. The wind has spoken with the chosen ones. Sit by the fire, watch the flames speak in tongues. We share this moment and we share this time. Glow in the darkness, let your love light shine. Oh, let go of what you know. Won't you just let go? And dance with the shadow by a small firelight. Dance with your shadow till the moon gets bright. Dance with your shadow and beat on a drum. Dance with your shadow till the sunrise comes. Until the sunrise comes. Dance with your shadow by a small firelight. Dance with your shadow till the moon gets bright. Dance with your shadow and beat on a drum. Dance with your shadow till the sunrise comes. Until the sunrise comes. Until the sunrise comes.
Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate it. I do have to end the show now, unfortunately, but you guys know me. I'm never one to leave you empty-handed. I've got Interload Blast with their song Aoki Gahara. That's still a very very big mouthful. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys back here again. Same bat time, same bat channel as always. Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I know we are premiering the show late this week. It was the 4th of July over here in America, and we were partying like crazy on the Thursday, so we really didn't have a lot of time to work on the show. But I think you guys don't understand that. I think you guys probably were doing the same thing. So anyway, we'll catch you guys back here again next week. Have a great and safe weekend, and keep the rock a-rolling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
It's I spin around.